on an emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Loving you was never good for me. What it do, boo? Good morning. How are y'all doing? I'm all right. I'm in good spirits today. What y'all think about my song? Because you know, if you've been watching any of my videos, I love a theme song. I do. And right now, that's what I'm on. This perimenopause, burnout recovery, running away reset, all of it has me on an emotional roller coaster. I'm like, am I bipolar? I'm questioning it. Lots of things, because I feel like one day I'm cool, the next I'm not, and it's been interesting. So, I want to talk about community today and emotional roller coasters and just figuring things out, giving yourself that permission. If you're just joining me, hello, I'm Brandy. This is my channel. It's about my burnout recovery. It's about me running away to try to reset, but really realizing that travel doesn't reset you. It only gives you a temporary reprieve. You have to do the day-to-day work. So welcome. I'm glad that you are here. This morning, I had my monthly check-in call with the ladies from my cohort from Chiang Mai. We meet the last Friday of the month, and we're on for a couple of hours just catching up. And these are the ladies who I went to Thailand with and did the mastermind retreat with. And we're just this community of women encouraging one another. And it is so powerful, for real. They are the ones who I can go to who understand exactly what I'm feeling throughout this entrepreneurial journey, in other aspects of my life. And it's such a blessing to have them in my life, because if you're on any journey, it can be isolating. It can be lonely if your family and friends are not on similar journeys. Take me, for instance. I'm on this entrepreneurial journey, and I'm still trying to figure out, like, if that's where God wants me to go, or if I needed to figure out some things before the doors would open for me to go back into corporate. Now, it's been frustrating because I felt like I've been stuck and knocking on corporate's door, trying to get back in there. And they're like, no, nobody's home. We're not here. You can't come in. But then this entrepreneurial journey is, I'm stuck. And so we talked about that this morning. We talked about there's nothing wrong with working for somebody and having a source of income while you're building your business, because let's face it, we need money. Lately in my own journey, the past couple of weeks have felt very heavy. And it's funny because one of the ladies, Susan, bless her, love her, was like, your channel's been kind of depressing. I was thinking to myself, I feel the same way. I don't want to be talking about burnout. And I said that in some previous videos in the last week. I want to get over that. I want to overcome it. I understand that when you're subscribed to a channel, perhaps you're looking for community, for togetherness, you're on a journey, you want to feel less alone. And I get it. That in the video resonated with you. But you know what? I don't want to stay here. Susan was like, it's so much more fun when you're in Miami and South Beach. Who are you telling, sister? Susan, you don't have to tell me. You know why? Because I live it. I would much rather be in Miami in South Beach, anywhere but here. That should be the title of my channel, in all honesty. Anywhere but here. I have been so ready to leave and just to get out of here. I don't want to be in Indiana, especially not during the winter months. The older I get, I think I might suffer from like seasonal depressive disorder. I know I have anxiety year round. I maybe teeter in and out of depressive moments and periods of time. There are a lot of things that affect or may impact my mental health. And so I'm choosing a more intentional way of managing it, identifying what my triggers are so that it can be a little less impactful. So that's been my journey, and it's been great being in the presence of these ladies, being in that community and having them lift you up, having them encourage you and pour into you. Today, I was given another one of my cohorts some advice, and another one, Raven, flipped it back on me. Ma'am, Brandy, why aren't you using and taking that same advice? Fear. We can show up as ourselves. We can be fully transparent. We don't have to put on a front. It is a safe space. If you're able to find a community of people that are like that, hold on to them. Ultimately, I think that's what I want to build. I want to build a community. I want to say women, but I don't want to exclude men, because I think that there is something to be said about a man who is in touch with his emotions and who is vulnerable and who is transparent and putting it out there like, I'm starting over. This is act 2. So I don't want to be exclusive to women, but women tend to gravitate towards me. So come on. I want to build a community of people that aren't ashamed of starting over. They understand that they can't be anything to anybody unless they are okay themselves. That is what my journey is teaching me, that it is okay to say no, that just because I am a wife, just because I'm a mother, doesn't mean that I'm not an individual first and foremost. And so often we lose ourselves in these titles and roles that we've acquired along the way. And so that's what my journey has been about. It's just been about trying to get back to me, trying to heal myself, because I've told you before, I'm the eldest child of 3, and my mother was a single parent. And so I had a lot of responsibility placed on me at an early age. And then I had a child at an early age. You just bring that little wagon of your baggage and your bullshit and you drag it along. There was a time in my life where I worked a full-time corporate job. I worked part-time at CVS Pharmacy, and I had a baking business. Oh, I was also a wife and a mom at that same time. So I had those responsibilities and priorities. That's a lot. There's only so much that you can take. Now I'm actively confronting it head on and trying to make moves, because next month, it'll be 3 years since I quit the corporate job. It took me 6 months to realize that it wasn't just the job that was stressing me out and burning me out. It was life. I can't sit here and play the victim and be like, oh, woe is me, life did me so wrong. I have to take some accountability. I have to take ownership of the mistakes and the choices that I've made that allowed me to get there. And that's what I'm doing. It's not easy to start over. It's not easy to ask for assistance. It's not easy to put yourself out there. Who wants to be rejected? We talked about that today too. Why haven't I done things or promoted a retreat that I want to plan? We allow overthinking and fear and a lot of other insecurities and doubt and imposter syndrome, all of those things to paralyze us and keep us from moving forward. I think I've allowed society to shape what I think is normal and place me in a box. And definitely speaking as a Black woman, the rules for society weren't created for us. This isn't our normal. We're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. So maybe I shouldn't use having them put me in a box, but in a circle. What we've done is try to make the best out of it, because That's what we do as a people. That's what we do as women. We are resilient. We are strong as fuck. Yeah, I'm swearing because it's the emphasis. We are strong as ox. I don't want to be referred to as an ox. I'd rather use the. So anyway, but all of that, I'm just continuing to learn to give myself grace. And this morning started off great. It's been a busy day already in a good way, in a well-paced way. I really love my Life Leap community, specifically my Chiang Mai ladies. They're a sisterhood that I'm so fortunate to have. And I want to keep encouraging you and myself to keep moving forward, to give yourself grace, to understand that it may be very emotional at times, but you can get through it. Allow yourself permission to pause, to start over, to tap out for the day. And hopefully that when you wake up tomorrow, it'll be a new day. The sun will be shining. Whatever you need to help you through that day is my prayer. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.